And now, you're tuned into Tampa Bay's RBLR Sports.
Hi, hello, how are ya? My name is Liz. This is Tom DePinto, my co-host, and this is RBLR Sun. Welcome to our new listeners. Thank you for joining us. For all that are returning, thank you for coming back. And make sure that you like and subscribe and do the follows and all the thingies so that you never ever miss a single Sun FC update. Tom, how are you today?
I'm all right. I'm good. I ate a big Philly cheesesteak and I took a nap, and I feel like I don't remember what year it is anymore. So I'm doing awesome. Ready to talk soccer. How you doing, Liz?
That sounds like a really good nap. Not too bad. I think I popped my shoulder out of its socket last week, but that's something. But I'm doing okay because we have 2 signings. We have jerseys. Very exciting because I know the jerseys look really, really cool. If you haven't looked them up, please go look them up now in preparation for when we will be talking about them. Please get ready. Yes. Yeah.
I haven't bought mine yet. I'm gonna. Don't worry. Sorry.
No, I know. I've been telling. I purchased flags for the supporters group instead of a jersey this month. So I think that was a wise choice, though.
Yeah, you're working on the group as a whole. That's important.
Yes. All right. So what are we going to talk about today? We have 2 new signings. Like I said, we do have jerseys. We have a couple of little fun things going on in the USLW League. Dallas got a coach. It's a fairly slow week for the Sun. We've been very spoiled with lots and lots and lots and lots of news and fun signings and news and signings and juicy details every single day, and I want more.
Yeah, spoiled is the right word. They went all out last week. We got a signing every day last week, and I knew that couldn't be the pace going forward, but I was so caught up in the excitement that I needed that to be the pace going forward. I know. Shout out my boy JD. He was saying, "Oh, if we keep this rate up, we'll have like 75 players signed by the time we start playing." And with that kind of depth, we'd be unbeatable, you know.
Unstoppable.
Yeah, not to last. So again, we only got 2, which still pretty good, especially considering one of them is finally the goalie I've been asking for. Sorry, Christina Uncle. I'll be nicer next time I ask for something. And yeah, we got our jerseys too. Again, the first team to release jerseys. We're the first team to get a coach. We're the first team to get a player. First team to a logo, to do anything. It's us. We are the USL Super League. So
yes,
we're doing it.
I did see somebody's list of teams that have their shit together. It's like we're at the top with Fort Lauderdale, and I think Fort Lauderdale's honestly only there because they're actually putting out signings and they have a logo and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. They got a coach. They've got a stadium, so they're doing all the right things. I'm worried about them. They got a supporters group. I mean, how worried am I about them? They've done some good things. Let's get right into it. The first thing isn't even a Sun signing. It's a Fort Lauderdale signing that I'm pretty stoked about. Adrian Jordan, they signed, because my whole thing with Fluted has been that they are so baby young, a bunch of little baby rookies, and they finally signed a 31-year-old veteran who's been playing pro soccer for like the past decade in Adrian Jordan. She's been playing for German clubs, Birmingham City in England, in Spain, Seattle Reign in NWSL. So they finally got a real locker room leader, and that was my big concern with them. I know we're a Sun podcast. We're big Sun fans, the biggest, some would say, I would say. But I want Fort Lauderdale to be good. That way our games are interesting, and they're taking that little bit of extra step now. To get somebody who knows how to play professional soccer, which is different than just knowing how to play soccer. To be a pro, to travel, do all that, it's a lot different than just playing at college. And so good for them,
Good for them.
Yeah.
Very patronizing.
Yeah, it's a little sibling relationship already with Fort Lauderdale, and we haven't even kicked a ball.
Yeah. That's okay. They're already making fun of us on Twitter. I feel like it's fair.
Yeah. Their Twitter admin is a lot more confrontational than ours is, which is fine. It's the little sibling complex. You got to have a chip on your shoulder, which I understand. So I'm not going to hold it against them.
It's hard when you don't even own your own brand. Oh.
Well, maybe there's that. Maybe they do. There's the whole thing where maybe the Marlins guy has got it now. It might just be the two. Yeah,
They own the Strikers?
Yeah. It might not be owned by Bill Edwards anymore.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this is news to me. I apologize.
Yeah, could be huge. Could be. I don't know. I could put a tinfoil hat.
I would love for someone like you're talking about the Miami Marlins, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that would be great, actually, if it went back to someone in South Florida. Like, that would be good. I do want that, actually.
The word is that maybe somebody locally down there in South Florida has it. And I was looking too, Fort Lauderdale United Super League club, but they have a men's U20 academy team.
Okay.
And I could get some real like tinfoil hat stuff and say, oh, maybe that U20 men's team is the foundation for maybe a League One men's pro team. They call them the Fort Lauderdale Strikers. They got a ready-made rivalry with Naples now. I don't know. We're getting deep in the weeds now of like men's soccer and another team. But I think it's something to think about. When it's a little slow here in sunny Tampa Bay, we gotta turn our gaze elsewhere. So I like what they're doing in Fort Lauderdale. I do. I hope they're listening because I want them to not get blown out 5-0 by us every time.
No, I want it to be a good game, obviously. I don't want it, yeah. Blowouts are fun, but not all the time. And definitely not with their rivals. You want the rival to be kind of bloody.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they got a good group of fans down there. We're going to give that shout out to Everglades County Coalition. That is the name, I'm sure, on the second C this time.
There we go.
Yep, we got to figure it out. So it'll be good to have a local derby again with an active group of supporters with an active team.
Yeah.
Instead of whatever the Rowdies have with Miami FC, because that's not super interesting to me. No. Frankly.
No, I think we had more of a rivalry, honestly, when like Louisville would come down.
Oh yeah. We're not a Rowdies podcast, but this past weekend's Rowdies was really good. Yeah. So let's
we're not a Rowdies podcast, but we are general soccer fans.
And we live in Tampa Bay. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
My favorite soccer team hasn't played yet. I can't do much.
Well, they have, but not like the official roster.
Right, exactly. Yes. No. TLC doesn't count, sorry.
Yeah.
It would have if we won, but
yeah.
All right. I like how we started the show with a tangent this time. What's up?
Yeah. Oh, it's good. We'll just right off the bat. All right. So we did get that signing that we were hoping for and that we were promised on Friday, which was Ashley Orkus, our goalkeeper, first goalkeeper. Woohoo! Tell us about her.
Oh, again, I'm excited about Ashley Orkus. She looks great. She played 1 year real quick at Tennessee back in, I want to say 2017. I'll pull my notes up right here to be sure.
Yeah, and then 2019 to 22 at Ole Miss.
Yep, and at Ole Miss.
Just a measly 319 saves, real tiny.
Almost, 93 games played, 319 saves. She got every honor you could basically get while playing at Ole Miss. First team SEC, just the greatest goalkeeper to ever play in Oxford, Mississippi. I love the look at that. She's got some. She's still young, only 25, but she does have pro experience. She was drafted by the KC Current in 2023. Was in their camp, and then played in Iceland. Which, if you're coming to Tampa Bay Sun from kind of the men's side of the game, hearing somebody played in Iceland may not inspire confidence in them, but in the women's soccer world, Iceland is, as far as at least the domestic league goes, Iceland is very strong. They've been keeping it going at a pretty high level for a long, long time. You can look up a lot of American women's soccer players, and they have played in Iceland. It's just it's what you do. So it's a good place to hone your craft and get familiar with what it means to be a professional. And she's done that there. And she's going to take that to the next level here in Tampa Bay. I feel like she's a real confident goal stopper.
Yeah, just to add on to that, because I was like, oh man, who's a player that I know of that's played for Iceland? And it's this is Rachel Rapido. I was going to say Megan Rapido. I thought it was, and then I pulled up her sister. My apologies. But I do know that there are a lot of players that they'd either go Iceland, they go Australia, they might go to the WSL, Women's Super League. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I feel like anytime you hear like a women's, at least in the past, maybe a little less so now, but still, like, it's good for the experience. I don't want to downplay it in any way, shape, or form. But like in the past, you heard a player went overseas to play, you'd be like, oh, they went overseas to play. Like that was a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was nothing to sneeze at, because honestly, the NWSL wasn't where it was at.
Yeah, and even before the NWSL, there was always the Icelandic League.
Yeah.
And so I almost want to apologize to Iceland, because I think with Super League coming on board, there's going to be a lot more opportunities for American college players to stay here in the States instead of going overseas to get that pro experience, which is a good thing overall, but sad for the women's soccer fans in Iceland.
Yeah.
So we'll keep hearing our prayers.
Yeah. But all they need to do, though, is buy a Peacock subscription to watch them.
All their favorite players right on Peacock.
What? Look at that. We already got that in. Reminder that we will be on Peacock, just bragging about that, because I am so excited to just have one streaming service, just to, like, complain for half a second. The NWSL was literally like there was a game on Paramount Plus and then a completely separate, like, a second game afterwards on CBS. Like, you had to go and then have, like, cable. It was like, this is madness.
Yeah, and there was the game the other day that got pushed back from like Canadian football.
For Canadian football and not even the soccer kind of football.
Yeah, we don't live in Canada. I don't need to watch it that bad.
Oh my god. I know the players can't tweet about it, but I would have loved to hear like Alex Morgan's thoughts on that.
Yes. Yeah. It's one of those things that I again, we're not on over the air TV quite yet.
Yeah.
But having everything where it needs to be without the possibility of getting pushed back because of Canadian football or fishing, like Fox has done with the Euro games, I think that's really nice. It's a really comfortable way to be a fan, where you don't have to do very much thinking about where your team's playing.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that maybe they'll figure out, maybe, because all they said was all a home and away and playoff games. They did not say anything about the championship final.
Well, that's a playoff game, right?
I mean, I guess. All right. I just want to read into things because I want things to be exciting.
That's what we're here for. There's nothing going on. It's the off season. Let's get crazy and speculate.
I'm
hoping we get over the air broadcast deals. Like I was saying the other week, local TV. Every team should be getting their home games at least on local TV.
Yeah.
So we get that, and then maybe we flex some rivalry games, some big time games, some playoffs, some championship game to an NBC or an NBC Sports.
Yeah, that would be exciting.
At the very least, just to have everything on Peacock is really, really nice.
Yes. Yeah. I already reminder that it will go up next month, so go ahead and upgrade your account now to the ad-free or the premium thing you can right now for like, I think it's literally no money, and then you get it for a year because you've already paid whatever the amount is.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like, because I think it's $20, but like if you've had Peacock for more than like 3 months at this point, you've already paid $20. So it's just like, oh, we're upgrading. We're just it's free now for a year or something. It's very cool.
Yeah, and you get the Premier League and all that, which is going to be going in season with the Super League actually. So you could just sit on the couch with Peacock all day basically, watching Premier League in the morning and then Super League at night. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be doing that actually, now that I think about it.
Yes, I'm excited.
And again, we don't get.
I was already doing the thing in the morning. Now I can just extend it.
Yeah, and I don't even have to find out where the remote is.
Okay, so then we did have another signing on Monday. We had Brooke Hendrix, and I lost her name. Sorry, Brooke Hendrix. Huh. Yeah. She is a defender from Sharpsburg, Georgia. It looks like she played for Southern Miss. The Atlanta Silverbacks had a women's team.
Way back then, they did. Yeah.
Oh, God bless them.
I miss them. I really do.
Yeah, God. They were, yeah. That was such a good bread. I just loved it. Sorry, tangent. But yeah. Go ahead.
It was in the zoo. The gorilla was in the zoo. They didn't pull it out of the thin air, so it was really good. I miss them. I miss the original, not the original NASL. I miss the modern NASL every day, just a little bit.
That's fair.
Yeah, she played for them. She played for Rangers, and we'll forgive her for that because it was real quick. One, not even a whole season.
Yeah, it looks like she kind of hops around. Not that she's not. She's doing great stuff at all the teams I'm seeing. I see, West Ham. She was there 21 games played. Washington Spirit. She did 4 games. Racing Louisville 7. And then she went to Australia, like we say. Yeah. Played 11 games there. Got a goal. Which, as a defender, sounds great. Love a defender that can score some goals.
Yeah.
And then she's coming back to the U.S. We love it.
Yeah. That's something I've kind of noticed about a lot of our signings is if you're not a goal skier, if you're not going to skier goals,
you're going to skier those goals.
You got to skier them. You got to get in the car, drive to the stadium, and skier some goals. But if you're not going to score some goals, you're going to take set pieces, or you're going to get your head on the end of a set piece. Everybody on this team, the goalie included, is capable of putting the ball in the net or assisting somebody to put the ball in the net, and that's something that I really like. It kind of feeds into an idea of like a total football thing where everybody has to be able to do everything and everybody has to be able to score. And it's a really interesting prospect for what the team is going to look like tactically speaking. Yeah, okay. And she's Brooke Hendrix again. She is a leader, and we've got some veteran stuff going on. Kind of the inverse for Lauderdale. We've got a lot of more experienced players, but she was just the captain at Reading this past season. She was voted the Fans Player of the Year. So they loved her over there in the clubhouse. They loved her in the terraces. She's somebody who knows what it means to be a professional. And I can't harp enough about if you know how to be a professional, if you know how to win, it makes everything a lot easier. I don't care how good you were before you got here. If you know how to win, it makes winning easier. And we got a whole locker room of winners right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're going to be a force to reckon with for sure.
Yeah, we are deservedly like the standard bearer for the league, I think.
Yeah.
Which feels really nice until games start getting played, and I hope it keeps feeling nice after that. But we'll see.
Yes. Speaking of games getting played, we have jerseys. They just got announced, yesterday? Yes, yesterday. Very exciting. They are very cool looking. If you pull up a picture and look at them, you can see that they have a beautiful, our home has a beautiful navy design with a gradient tile of our little sun logo. It looks really, really nice. It's got some nice accents of yellow on the shoulders and around the collar. It's got a little inaugural, a patch on the bottom. And then our away jersey is a little more plain, but I understand what they were going for. It's like a yellow to orange gradient with these nice, just navy blue on the shoulders. I don't know why they didn't do the collar because that would have been nice too, personally. And then in that same patch again on the corner, saying that it's the inaugural, I can't say that word, first season jersey.
Inaugural. Yeah, they look really good. I mean, the blue jersey is obviously like the jersey. That's the one everybody is focusing on for good reason. It looks like the hype video they put out for it was in Ybor City, and it looks like it'd be right at home in Ybor City. It looks perfect there. The little our logo with the little tessellation, the little Spanish tile thing, it looks so good. But the thing is, you need that bright yellow away kit, because I was looking at the other teams in the league, and if you're not like maybe a blue first team or a Dallas is a maroon, which will clash. There's a lot of teams in the league that our dark blue jersey will clash with.
Okay.
So we'll wear that blue as often as we can, but but that yellow away jersey is going to be really necessary with a lot of the teams we're playing against who are wearing a darker color or wearing a blue color, and you can't go right up against that. So,
and we did get the TGH, Tampa General Hospital, as the front of kit sponsor. Not the Visit Tampa Bay like I had wanted, but it was pointed out to me that Visit Tampa Bay doesn't really need to advertise in Tampa Bay.
Yep.
And I was like, that is valid point.
Yeah. I can't not visit Tampa Bay. I do it constantly. I'm visiting Tampa Bay right now, even.
Yes.
So kind of a waste of sponsorship, I would say. And the TGH logo looks good. I'll say I think sponsorship on soccer jerseys are probably a necessary evil. Where it helps, it does make you look more professional at this point. You know, a team without a sponsor kind of looks out of place. As weird as that is, but
agree to disagree, but okay.
Okay, we'll get into that later. But I like the TGH logo because it is simple and it's color matched is the big thing to me. I know the old Rowdies jerseys. I talked about this before on the pod, where they just had the big Hard Rock logo, just like heat pressed on in every single color in the world except for green and yellow, and it looked god awful. Here we've got white, we've got yellow, and it's on a jersey with blue, white, and yellow. Perfect. It looks solid. It doesn't look out of place at all. I don't think anybody's going to think you work at a hospital wearing it, which was a problem. You know, you would wear a Rowdies jersey, and people would think, oh, you know, are you affiliated with the Hard Rock? You know, well, only in the loosest sense.
Yeah.
So they look good. Liz, what do you think we're going to do as far as the waist down, shorts and socks?
I'm kind of hoping that maybe if we do all navy again with the shorts, like if we're gonna go monochrome, then we do really nice accents. Like if we're gonna do navy socks, then they have to have some yellow accents. Or honestly, I think yellow socks if you're gonna do navy shorts and navy top.
Yeah, that's exactly where I am. Is I like navy shorts on it. But I would love to see yellow socks. I think that flash of brightness at the bottom when you see the socks especially got to be dynamic to me because they're moving more than any other piece on the jersey. When you're running, you're seeing the yellow going. It'll look sharp. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of the Euros with the new Adidas templates where they got the stripe from the short all the way up onto the jersey. And I really like that actually.
Yeah. I'm a fan of that. Yeah, when it's one continuous going from the top to the bottom. Yeah. Yeah.
I know Capelli won't do that, but something that with the accents, like you're saying, that ties the whole look together, I think that would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the yellows, I'll say right now, it's yellow on the top, but it fades to kind of an orange gradient.
Yeah.
I want that to be our sunset kit. Yellow on top, orange shorts, dark orange socks, you know, kind of go big picture thematic with it. Get cinematic. Because we did straight yellow at TST, and that was fine. But I think it's a lot of just straight yellow. I know you don't like it.
No, yeah, I thought it was just kind of boring. Like we have such a cool logo. We're such a cool designed team. Like it feels like almost a disservice because it's not cool enough.
No, we just had to get some jerseys out and get them on some players and get our names out there. But I think if we do this right, we could have a really like a classic look. Where we could play with the change kit every year and kind of keep the it's a soccer team. You're not going to keep the same jersey like you're the Detroit Red Wings or something, but you're going to have a nice template to go off of like the Rowdies kind of do.
Yeah, for sure. And I did appreciate too that they priced them roughly the same as NWSL jerseys. They are actually exactly the same. I went and I checked 2023 NWSL, like a Thorns jersey is $99.
Okay.
So I appreciate that. It does cost more to have customization done. So I don't know if they're going to offer that at some point, and what the upcharge would be. The upcharge for the NWSL was like $40, which seemed like a lot. But I also don't remember. I think I definitely spent less than that on my my Marta kit for sure. And I even had them put on like the special patches and stuff for extra because I wanted it to be like as authentic as possible. But I also, which made me think of the other thing, they did say that these are the kits that you buy are the same kits that the players are wearing. So these are the authentic kits. So I do have an appreciation for the fact that they are only $100, and I say only like that's not a lot of money, but it is. But when you look at like MLS kits that are like $200 for no gosh darn reason, like none at all. It's nice to see that like, okay, well at least I'm wearing, I'm paying $100. I'm wearing exactly what Erica Timrak's wearing. That's cool.
A professional level jersey, yeah, that is nice. And when you talk about customization, that's the thing. We don't exactly have player numbers out yet. So maybe they let you pre-order the jersey, we get the roster numbers out, and they have a second event where they say, come on, bring your jersey, and we'll put the numbers on it for
that would be really, really cool.
I've seen people do that before, so maybe that's something we think about.
Yeah.
Yeah, and something I noticed just today looking at the jerseys it's all pre-order, so you buy it now, and they're gonna have a quote unquote special Tampa Bay Sun FC shopping event at the Amalie Arena store from August 14th, which is a Wednesday, to the 16th, which is a Friday. So,
yes, right before the game, yes.
Right before the game, exactly. So that, they're going to have a nice little push right before the game to make sure people are aware. I'm sure they're going to be doing some other, making sure people are aware in downtown Tampa. But man, that could be fun. If I can get myself down to Tampa on a weekday, that'd be cool.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about it. I like that they're doing that where they're like taking over Amalie. It's not just like, I don't know, it's not some random place, like it's Amalie Arena.
Yeah, they're right on the website. Yeah, they're on the website of the Tampa Bay Sports Commission. They're there with the Rays, the Bucks, USF. They look like the next big sports team in Tampa, which they are. And it's so nice to see them conducting business that way.
It's really something. I can't even put it into words, honestly. It's wild.
Yeah, our women's soccer team is a big deal.
Yeah,
which is a crazy sentence to even say out loud in Tampa Bay in 2024. But here we are.
So then, basically all that's left is Dallas got a coach.
Dallas got a coach. We've been waiting on them. They got players before they got a coach. DC is doing it too. They don't have players yet. I don't know. DC is doing the opposite. My bad. They don't
have a coach yet, right?
They don't have. No, they do have a coach.
They do have a coach.
Frederick Brillant, former DC United guy. They brought him back.
Okay.
And he actually came back. He's doing his startup stuff for DC Power in a time when Washington Spirit's coach wasn't even in town. So they kind of were the only women's pro soccer team with a coach, and they weren't even playing. But yeah, now Dallas has a coach, which is interesting to us because technically they're our next opponent. In August.
Yeah.
But it is Pauline McDonald. They took her from the Scottish U17 national team. She's got her UEFA Pro license. She's a former pro with Arsenal. She's been around. She knows the game. Who else did she coach? Boromir Thistle. She's coached some Scottish teams. She's smart. I think it's a good idea to kind of go after that Scottish market. We've seen it with Neil Collins, with Robbie Nielsen, Scottish too, right? And then we got a couple players from Celtic, from Rangers. It's a good place. So I'm not going to read into it too much, but I'm glad Dallas has a coach, and I think it's a good one. So congratulations, Dallas. I like that we're giving out kudos to the rest of the team, the rest of the league.
Yeah, good job for doing something that we already accomplished.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh man, it's really nice being on this high horse for right now. And then I know we're gonna fall so quickly.
Yeah, we very well may lose a game.
Yeah.
I'm real worried about it. I don't want it to happen.
It could happen. Like they've told us it's a possibility.
It doesn't seem like it yet. I don't believe them, but if I see it, I'll believe it. But until then, we are the best team in the Super League, and I challenge you to find someone to disagree with me.
If anything, we're at least the best team in Florida.
That's right. That's
Oh,
absolutely.
are we going to be football queens of Florida now? No, we got to think of something better. Football queen sounds weird.
We can't just we can't take that whole chant anyway. We gotta actually, speaking about chants and workshop and chants, Lizzie, what are we gonna be doing next Saturday?
Oh, I thought you were going to do the chant you were coming up with at the beginning of the thing. I'm sorry.
I will do it next Saturday, and you will all join in.
Lord.
It's a good chant.
No, but we do have Tampa Bay United is playing their very last game of the season against Miami over at Enradis Field. I think it's at 6:30.
5 o'clock. 5 o'clock.
Huh?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. Sorry. Yes. So it's at 5 o'clock, and we are going to try and get a whole bunch of heat wave out there. Any Sun fans who would like to attend, please come. We're going to bring Sun flags. We're going to make our presence known. We're just going to come out and support our local USLW team because we're so convinced that some of those players, as soon as they're done, are going to hop right over to the Sun. So let's just start supporting them now.
Yeah. Even if they don't show up in a Sun jersey this fall, because that's the thing with W League, it's all college players for the most part. Even if they don't show up in a Sun jersey this fall in August, they're worth keeping an eye on. Because they are good. This game next Saturday will be the final regular season game in the USLW League, and I do say regular season game because Tampa United is in the wild card hunt right now. We are holding off Palm City Americanos, the number 3 team in our division. And we are holding off Asheville City SC, the number 2 team in the South Atlantic Division, also in our conference. So only the division winners get a guaranteed spot, and then there's a wildcard spot for the other two or three divisions. And we are fighting Asheville City out of the other one. Florida Elite out of Duval County has already locked up the automatic bid as the winners of our division. Unfortunately, they're really good. Number 1 in the country for a reason. But it's going to be a big-time game. Miami AC is number 4 in the division. We are number 2. And before that, actually, this weekend, our girls, TVU, head out to the East Coast to play the Palm City Americanas in a number 2 versus number 3 match. So if we win that, our destiny is in our hands to get that wild card spot and move on to the playoffs, which is a really tough ask in a league like the USLW League.
Yeah, for sure. But if you want to come out and support them, because I think it'll be super fun, and we're kind of doing it like a dry run for the Sun games. So come out, bring a flag. If you've got a drum and you've been wanting to drum for the Sun, bring a drum, make some noise. Let's just come out. Let's just watch some soccer and have some fun.
You got a big pail, a big bucket. You can bring a stick and bang on that.
Yeah.
One of those orange buckets from Home Depot. I used to use those a lot drumming. So yeah, it's a good chance to get to meet your fellow Sun fans before we actually have to do it in Riverfront Stadium. Make some connections, support local soccer, support local women's soccer. Because TVU deserves the support. They're doing really good things. They were a playoff team last year, and they're fighting for it right now. So they deserve it. So let's get out there and do it for them. You know.
For sure.
Yeah, and actually, let me talk about TVU a little bit here.
Sure.
Because from our last show to this one, they just played 3 games. That's the kind of thing you do in the USLW League. You play 3 games in a week, and they did. Lizzie, they did pretty good. They won all 3 games.
Oh,
yeah, so pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
High standards.
Yeah.
They beat Swan City 6-0, which again, that's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
They beat Brookhouse, which is a team out of the Orlando area, 5-0, pretty good.
Yeah.
And then,
We do like a shutout.
Yeah, and then we love a shutout, but something happened Wednesday, the 19th, against Tallahassee. They only won 5-2, so I don't know. Maybe they were tired from playing 3 games in.
Tallahassee's logo picked up a couple goals because it's so good.
Yeah. Tallahassee's maybe the best player in the league if we're going off of the eye test.
Yes.
So I want to give a shout out to my first ever player of the week. The Sun haven't even kicked a ball yet, and I have a player of the week. Her name is Kaya Hanks.
Okay.
And she plays for Wake Forest and Tampa Bay United, and she scored 4 goals in those 3 games. So she
very impressive.
Yeah, so that's a player to keep an eye on in the future. Again, you play for TBU, you got those local ties. We're looking at you, the Sun fans. I'm sure the Sun coaching staff is looking at you. So just keep impressing. And I know you're up there in Carolina for Wake Forest. Maybe you can come down here for the Sun and not have to play for the Carolina Ascent. That'd be nice, right?
Yeah, I mean, playing for Carolina, that sounds awful. Playing for the Sun, though, yeah, that's the stuff right there.
And she's playing in Tampa Bay in the summer right now, so that means she is made of special stuff.
Yeah,
double tough. So
yeah, she's truly a lizard person.
yeah, powered by the Sun.
Yes.
So get that Super League contract for the Sun, and you can play in the fall and the spring. It's a little more tolerable. So yeah, shout out Kai Hanks, and another quick shout out as well to Lena Bailey. She's a Florida Gator, and she got a brace against Tallahassee, which I imagine probably felt really good.
Yeah,
as a kid from Gainesville. So yeah, we got a great team out of TBU. They won 16-2 in the past 3 games. So keep your eye on them in these last 2 regular season games, and hopefully they get over the hump into the playoffs, because it is tough to do in the W League. So let's go. We'll see you there next Saturday, 6/29, June 29th at Ed Radders.
Yes, 6/29, not this coming Saturday, but the next.
Unless you want to drive
Ed Radders Field. If you're in the Heatwave Discord, it's already been posted there. There's an event, there's an address, all that fun stuff. If you aren't, just go ahead, look up the TBU Instagram that has the most up-to-date information. Come see us. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
And I think that about wraps it up for this week. It was kind of a light show. We're just only 40 minutes instead of like a full hour this time. Oh my goodness.
Off-season show finally, you know?
Yeah, that off season, yeah. But remember to like, subscribe, follow on the YouTubes, the TikToks, the Twitters, the Instagrams, the Threads. We're on Threads. Threads. I send you notifications 6 hours later from when people post.
You'd be real confused, but hey,
yeah,
got it.
But remember, follow so you don't miss a single piece of information about the Sun. Hopefully, they're still coming out with more player announcements, because we're sitting at what, 14? Yeah, 14 right now. So we're still missing a handful. So can't wait for those. It's gonna be exciting. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a great night.
Bye, Sun fans.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning into this presentation by RBLR Sports. On your way out of the stadium, please remember to like and subscribe.